Hey everyone, Trace W here,
And Clayton H.
and we're here to talk about the one of the newer rare cards that's going to be coming out this year. It's the 6-Day War. And Clayton, if you want to read it off, this is his card that he submitted for the rare card program.
And I helped make it with somebody else. I'm not sure the name, but thank you. And it says, interrupt. One of your lands gains 3,000 strength, then fights all of your opponent's lands in the same continent. Period. Infinite attacks. Period. If you win, gain 400 morale and your opponent hand over those lands.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because most lands do not have over 6,000 strength. Now we've set up lands here that do. Because, like most armies, they do have 3,000 strength. So this land does have 6,200 or more defense points because of Iceland and stuff. But these other ones, if you play this card, which is an interrupt, so you can even do it on your opponent's turn.
Which is just even more nuts.
Yeah, attacking on your opponent's turn is always a pretty busted thing.
Probably even before they attack you with.
Yeah, and it's kind of ill-defined in the last sentence. If you win, gain 400 morale. Is that every time you win out of the infinity?
Oh, yeah, we're not sure, but
anyway, it wouldn't be too crazy compared to the rest of the card, even if it did.
Yeah, at most you could gain 800.
Yeah, which is just off of 2 attacks. Yeah. But if you win all these attacks, of course they have to be on the same land. And even that alone is just really good, because you get all these lands, and you get 400 morale, at least. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a really good card to run. I think it's the first rare card out.
The January rare card for this year.
Yeah, it's really good. But even if it doesn't, even if your opponents don't have all the same lands that you're in, which you could decide which land you're going to play with. And even if your opponents do have more strength, there's a card that really, really helps with that, besides a card that just says you win the attacks this turn, which is...
that's
there you go. There you have it. But it's an older rare card. Rare cards seem to be the kind of top dog in this game. But Lyudmilla Pavlychenko. Now, she's an older one, and it says, whether attacking or defending, Lyudmilla kills one of your opponent's characters before each battle. Gain 200 morale when Lyudmilla is discarded. So, let's put her up here. Oh, I'll move Henry forward so you can see where she is, even though you can't really see see her picture. And then you can attack this land. Now you're gonna end up losing. You're gonna lose since this one's larger. And also you have negated 100 because of French Republic,
and also 500 from Baja.
Yeah. So you got a massive disadvantage against this land, but you have infinite attacks, and you can keep attacking even if you lose every time. There's a limit now on how much morale you can lose. So that's just 800, and it's kind of a measly number to lose in comparison to what this does, because... the screen just went black. There it is. It's kind of a measly number to lose because it's before each battle, and it's not in the defending land, it's in the defending player's control. Yeah. So, say you're playing against one other person, or even a whole bunch of other people, all they have to do is have the same continent. You just attack them. You lose 4 times, but each of those 4 times you pick off one of the other lands that player has, and then eventually you have to get down to picking off all of these cards. Now, she can't get rid of armies, but you're gonna win the attack eventually because you'll have killed all of them, and then you'll actually get your morale back with the 6-Day War. So that's
all without adding 3,000 strength. Like if you had, just say, the Soviet warriors and this card together with Lyudmilla, it's
just gross.
yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people don't have access to Lyudmilla Pavlychenko. You can do that with the essays.
But a good substitute for that is the Viking army. It's not as good as Lyudmilla, but
it just automatically takes them, which is basically what the 6-Day War does.
Just a lot faster.
Yeah, you're just taking all your opponent's lands, and it's just really busted. If you don't have the 6-Day War, but you do have Lyudmilla, which is kind of backwards, but you can also go truly infinite with the Alamo on someone's land, and it won't necessarily be given over to you, but that's just it's really good. So be sure to get your hands on one of the 6-Day War cards, and we'll catch you next time on our next episode.
And please subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. That'd be great.